Hi boys, it's your mom. This is like my third video today. Today is the 8th of, no sorry, it's the 9th of December 2023. You're probably wondering why I'm making 3 videos. Because I just can't stop thinking about what they're doing. I can't stop thinking, you know. Your father and your grandparents are doing everything they can to poison your mind, to make you believe that your mom doesn't care about you, to make you believe that your mother walked away from you. You have to understand they have spent 7 years. Since Colin was 6 years old, they have spent 7 years trying to turn you against me, saying all negative, bad things about your mother. People don't do that. Loving parents, loving grandparents don't do that. They don't try to turn the children against their mom. What they're doing is called parental alienation. You need to look it up. What they're doing is parental alienation. It's when you sabotage the relationship of one parent against the kids. For what? What are they gaining out of it? What do they think they're going to get in the long run? They have done everything. Your father, Paul Brian Baca, and your grandparents, Ginny, Vera, Riedel, and Samuel Baca, they have done everything. You have to listen to me, Connor, Caden, and Colin. They have done everything they can to hurt your relationship with your mom. You need to listen to me. What they're doing is brainwashing you. They're giving you all these gifts and presents and taking you places and giving you this big house so that you'll forget about your mother and that you'll have all this hatred towards your mom and that you'll want nothing to do with me. Your father has done everything he can. Paul Brian Baca, the works in India, has done everything he can to hurt me, to hurt my relationship with you. He wouldn't let me see you on Sundays. He wouldn't let me have visitation unless it was in a place of his choosing. He's done everything he can. He spent 7 years sabotaging my relationship with you, turning your minds so that you would not have any good memories of your mother. I have gone to people for help. I've gone to CYFD. I've made police reports. Nothing I do makes any difference. He had a corrupt lawyer, Edmund Perea, that just lied. Told the therapist, John Schooley, to lie in the stand. John Jack Schooley in Albuquerque is a liar. He doesn't tell the truth. He said that you told them that I abused you. Is that true, Caden, Colin, and Connor? You told him that? How did I treat you any different than your father? I always try to do what was best for you. I always try to protect you. All I wanted was to be your mom. I didn't have 3 children for you to be taken away from me. They lied to the court. They just kept lying. And then the lies just got bigger and bigger. I know you're scared. I know you're terrified to go against your father and your grandparents. But you cannot allow them to continue to do this. You cannot allow them to continue to keep your mom away from you. You don't have to go along with it, Connor, Caden, and Colin. You do not have to go along with it. You can break this cycle. You can stand up to your father and say, I want to get to know my mom. I want to hear from my mother. He's making decisions for you. He's not allowing you to make up your own mind. He's making decisions for you. No loving father would turn you against your mother. No loving parent would ever do that. They have spent 7 years filling your mind with poison. poison against your mom, to the, state where you don't even want to talk to me. You don't even want to reach out to me. He's been telling you I'm going to kidnap you, that I starved you, that I never cooked, that I never did anything. It's the most hurtful thing anybody can do. Any parent can do to another parent is to turn the children against them. And it does so much damage to the children. It does so much damage long term. He's not just damaging me, he's damaging you too. You don't know who to believe. All you know is what he's been telling you. All you know, Connor, Caden, and Colin, is what they've been telling you. They've been giving you all these gifts, all these electronics, letting you all stay up as late as you want. And all the time depriving you of a relationship with your mom. I'm here to tell you that I love you. I have been fighting relentlessly for you. I have been fighting constantly. I've gone to court over and over again. I went and I talked to Stephen Clubb, and I talked to Armin Karian, and I told him that he was lying. But it was my word against theirs. And unless Connor, Caden, and Colin, you stand up and you reach out to me, they're going to continue. They're going to continue to brainwash you. They're going to continue to hurt you just the way they're hurting me. I am your mother. And you know what? I never, ever gave up being your mom. I could have left. I could have moved away. And I didn't. Because you know why? I held on to the hope that my 3 children, Connor, Caden, and Colin, that my 3 kids that live in Albuquerque, that they care about their mom, that they want a relationship. And the whole time, he's been sabotaging it. He's been turning a hose on me. I don't know what I don't know what he's telling you. I don't know what he's filling your minds with. But if you want to know the truth, please talk to me. Talk to your mother. Reach out to your mom. All the bad things that he's telling you is going to happen is not going to happen. What's the worst that can happen if you talk to your mother? I know right now, Connor, Caden, and Colin, that you're confused. You don't know who to believe. All you know is one side of the story. All you know is whatever your father and your grandparents are telling you. And you know what? Shame on them. Shame on Ginny, Vera, Schulte. And shame on Samuel Baca. I've done everything for you. I allowed those people to be part of your lives. I never once stopped them from ever seeing you. Anytime you had any school events, I always included them. But they had no problem turning their back on me. They had no problem lying to the court. They wouldn't let me go to your communion. They wanted me, Connor, Caden, and Colin, to have no part of your communion. They wanted you to believe that your mother is a horrible person, that your mother abandoned you, that your mother moved away and your mom doesn't care about you. I don't know what they're telling you. But unless you talk to me, unless you reach out to me, then you're going to continue to be confused. And you know what? It's going to eat you up inside. What they're doing, what Paul Brian Baca in Red Bloom Road is doing, is wrong. What the court, what Stephen Clump has allowed him to do is wrong. What Armin Carrion is allowed him to do is wrong. I am your mother. I have been fighting 7 years for you. I've been writing you letters. I've been making videos. I have been doing everything I can. And you know what he does? He threatens to throw me in jail. Anytime that I try to reach out to you, he threatens your father, Paul Brian Baca, and his parents, Samuel Baca and Vera Jenny Schulte, they threatened to throw me in jail for wanting to have a relationship with my boys. And the whole time, he's brainwashing you against me. I know that they told you that I was going to kidnap you. They're lying to you. Why would I kidnap you? Where would I take you? If I did not care about you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, I would have given up. It hurts me what they are doing. It hurts me so much what they are doing to my children. You're going to school every day and your teachers think you don't have a mom. I don't know what your teachers think because I never get to talk to them. I carried each of you for 9 months. I breastfed each of you. You were all I had. You were everything to me. And they have done everything they can to tear that relationship apart. To make you think horrible, bad things about your mother. Every Christmas that goes by, it doesn't get any easier. You know, it's just a reminder. I don't get to see you. You never talk to me. You never reach out to me. My father died recently. You never even reached out. I'm here to tell you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, what they're doing is hurtful. What they're doing is wrong. They are poisoning your mind. They're making you think your mom is a horrible person. I had a beautiful relationship with each of you. Beautiful. I would never, ever, ever have done to your father what he has done to me. I would never have hurt him. I never played dirty in court. I never made up things. I never had a therapist lie in the stand. You weren't there, Connor, Caden, and Colin. You didn't hear all the things they said. A loving father does not keep his children away from their mom. A loving parent and loving grandparents don't do this. I want to talk to you. I want to have a relationship. I want you to know what they're doing is wrong. What they're doing is parental alienation. They're poisoning your minds. They're hurting you. They're hurting you as much as they're hurting me. I have carried this hurt with me for 7 years. It's all I think about. My kids. I haven't had closure. You were just taken from me. I never got to say goodbye. It was like one day I was your mother, and the next day I was nothing. Your father is happy to take my money every month, but he will not let me see you. He will not let me have a relationship with you. What is he trying to achieve by hurting your mother? What is he trying to achieve? What is he getting out of it? He won. He got the custody. But he's not going to win in the long run because he's doing so much damage. He's doing so much damage to you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, because you're so confused. You don't know who to believe. They've spent 7 years poisoning your minds. They give you all these lavish birthday parties and all of the electronics and take you places. At what cost? The cost of not seeing your mom. They want you to have no relationship with me so that you would never know the truth. They wanted to make my life so horrible and so hard that I'd commit suicide and that I wouldn't be around. But I did not let that happen. You know how much it hurt me? I still stayed. I thought if I went back to school and I got a degree, the court would see that I care about my children. The court didn't care. Stephen Clump didn't care. Armin Carrion didn't care. Court clinic was never involved. Stephen Clump has never even seen a picture of my children. He puts all the children into one category and he makes decisions without ever seeing them, without ever talking to them. They believed, Stephen Clump and Armin Carrion believed all the lies. They believed Jack Schooley that went on the stand and lied. He never saw you during the pandemic. Did he see you in person during the pandemic? Connor, Caden, and Colin? Did you tell him that I abused you? Because you know what? That's what he told the court. I have it in a recording. That's what he told the court. He told the court that I was harassing you, that you wanted nothing to do with me, Caden. The only reason you want nothing to do with me is because they're poisoning your mind. They're filling your mind with hatred. They want you to turn your back on your mother, to have nothing to do with me. Why? Why? And you're going along with that, Connor, Caden, and Colin, because you're too scared to go against your father. Because they're telling you, if you go against them, that you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose all the gifts, all the security, all the presents. You're going to lose it all. Who cares? What you gain is your mom. And what you gain is the truth. I am doing this because I want you to know the truth. I want you to know those people are lying to you. You should have a relationship with both your mom and with your and with your parents. With your grandparents. I would never keep you away. But why is it okay for them to hurt me? Why is it okay for me to feel hurt? I've been carrying this with me every day. You know, today I was at the coffee shop and I just started crying to a complete stranger. I started showing them pictures of you. I said, I don't understand why I can't see my boys. I don't understand why my children won't talk to me. Nothing I do makes any difference. No lawyer wants to get involved. Teachers don't care that they don't see me. All of their family and their friends are telling my ex, Paul Brian Baca, how great his children are. Like as if I don't exist. I know my children are confused. You know, he spent 7 years brainwashing them. 7 years filling their mind with hatred. And Stephen Clump allowed it. And Armin Carrion. And Deborah Ramirez. I have done everything I can. I have written letters. I went back to school. I got 2 degrees. I got my apartment. I have done everything. And nothing makes a difference. Nothing. Because nobody wants to help. Nobody wants to do anything. They're like, oh, your children will come to you. When? It's already too late. I have to repair everything. I have to repair everything. Everything they've been put in their minds. All the hatred, all the confusion. They could have had 2 loving parents that worked together for the benefit of the children. But that's not what Paul Brian Baca wanted. It's not what Samuel Baca wanted. That's not what Virginia Schulte wanted. They wanted to hurt the boy's mom. They wanted to cut off all communication. The more they could make me look bad and crazy in court, the better it was for them. He went and he told the court that I broke into the house. Why would I break into the house? For what purpose? That I starved you, Kada? Apparently I never did anything good in the whole 13 years. He only had one thing good to say about his ex-wife, and that was she was good at blowjobs. The only thing he had good to say about her. That was during sex, too. I stayed with him. Even when the love was all gone, I stayed. Because I had 3 beautiful sons. Boys, Connor, Caden, and Colin, do not let your father do this to you. Do not let your father destroy you, because he's destroying you. He's making you believe that your mom does not care about you. He's making you believe that your mother wants nothing to do with you. The only way you're ever going to know the truth is by talking to your mom. Don't let this keep going on. You do not have to listen when he tells you you're not allowed to talk to your mother. He has no right. Paul Brian Baca, Samuel Baca, and Virginia Riedel, or Schulte, whatever, they have no right to tell you that you cannot have a relationship with your mother. They have no right. You need to make that decision. If you talk to me, boys, you'll see everything they've been telling you, everything they've been filling your heads with. It's all lies. It's not right for one parent to go through this. I have no support. I have no lawyer to help me. I'm trying to be an advocate for people going through parental alienation because I know what it's like. You just cut everyone off because nobody understands. You don't want to hear the word sorry anymore. Connor, Caden, and Colin, you need to talk to your mom. You need to find out the truth. Don't continue to let your father and your grandparents poison your mind against your mom. Because you know in your hearts what they're doing is wrong. You have this void inside of you where your mom is. I know that you're confused, and you know what? I will never, ever be mad at you. You can call me anytime, day or night. You can reach out to me. Your father and your grandparents cannot tell you that you're not allowed to talk to your mom. They cannot make that choice for you. And you know what? Anytime they start filling your minds with negative things, tell them you don't want to hear it. Anytime they say bad things to you about your mother, tell them you don't want to hear it. If they care about you, Connor, Caden, and Colin, they will allow you to make that choice for yourself. They won't fill your hearts with negativity about your mom. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. All I want is a relationship with my 3 sons. I want them to stop filling your hearts with bad things about your mother. They give you all those toys and gifts and birthday parties so that you'll forget you have a mother. You know what, boys? I had a mom. I loved my mother more than anything. And why would I want to be less of a mother to you than I had for my mom? I know my mom is looking down on me, and I know she's encouraging me, Darlene, to do the right thing. She's saying, you have a voice and you have a platform, and you use it. You let your boys know that you care about them, that you are there for them. I do not want you to be confused. I do not want you to be hurt. I want you to know that you can reach out to me anytime, day or night. And that I won't be mad. That I understand what you're going through. They might have more money. That doesn't make him a better parent. Just because he has his parents and I don't, does not make me less of a parent. I have done everything I can. I have written you letters. I have made you videos. I write to you all the time. But unless you take that step and you stand up, boys, Connor, Caden, and Colin, for what's right, and you block out all the negativity, all the bad things that they tell you about your mom, and you tell them that you want to know the truth for yourself. Don't allow them to tell you that you're not allowed to talk to your mother. Don't allow them to do that. I have spent 7 years. I went to court over and over again. Every time. I couldn't live up to the lies. Whenever I'd cry, they said I was unstable. I would cry all the way from Albuquerque back to Santa Fe. I would scream at the Lord and I'd tell him that he didn't care. That he was too busy with all the other things going on in the world. Your father and your grandparents have done everything they can to hurt me. Everything. And they've hurt you in the process. They haven't allowed you to make that decision. Connor, Caden, and Colin, your mother loves you. Your mother would do anything in this world for you. You need your mom. And I need you. I love you. Talk to me. I love you so much. don't let them do this to you anymore.